Hi, Jay here with Laguna Tools. I've got a great tech tip here for you on the DP20 drill press. We're going to talk about the loads and speeds and how those work together. You'll see that there's a nice little load line right here on the machine, and that's our load indicator light, and I'll show you how that works in just a moment. And that load can be affected by a variety of different things, including the type and thickness of material that you're using, the size and the style of the drill bit that you have chucked up in the machine, and how hard you're pulling on the handle. And it also can be affected by speed. If you have any questions in terms of the speed that you should be using for a particular bit, come over to the chart that's on the side of the drill press. That'll give you an indication of a starting point. You may have to adjust from there, depending again on the material, the type of bit, and how hard you're pulling, but that gives you a really good starting point. For this material, with this bit, it tells me I should be right around 500 RPM. In order to show you what the load is doing, I'm going to change that RPM down. I'm going to go slower than I should be, at about half the speed, and that'll actually increase the load that you'll see while I'm drilling. I want to show you first this load indicator. I'll shut it off and boot it up, and in the boot up screen you'll see all these bars here. It goes from the blue to the red. If you get up into the red zone, you know that you're doing something wrong. You want to shut off the drill press and either adjust your material, sharpen your bits if they're dull, or use less pressure as you're drilling, or maybe use the correct drill bit. In this case, the change I'll need to make is the speed. Let's drill it first at the incorrect speed. I'll put on my glasses, and what I'll do is I'll start drilling with this bit, and I'm going to pull down pretty hard on the handle so you can see the load indicator start up and move up the scale. At slow speeds like this, it'll be very, very low, but as I start putting pressure on the material, you can see that I'm bogging it down and I'm coming way up on this load chart. And that was loaded pretty high, and it's loaded pretty high. It normally should go through there pretty easy, but I had it at the wrong speed. Now let's turn this off. We'll reset this. We'll put this back up to the correct speed at 500. I'm going to reset the block of wood. And let's go ahead and do that once again. Reposition my clamps a little bit. Okay, now that I've got the block of wood repositioned and the speed set to 500 RPM where it should be, let's go ahead and drill it, and I'm going to use normal pressure instead of abnormal pressure like I did last time. You'll see that the load is right in the correct range. I'm not overloading it. It's drilling perfect, just like you might imagine. And that'll show you that feeds and speeds and pressure on the drill bit and how sharp the bit is can affect the loads on the drill press. If you do get it up into the red zone or consistently high, double check your settings, double check your drill bit, and just make sure you're in the right range. Again, the starting point is on the chart here, but if you need to move the speed up or down a little bit based on your material, go ahead and do so. Now, if you're looking for other tech tips for the DP20 drill press, go to our website at lagunatools.com, click on the DP20 page, and look for tech tips.